Hello everyone, this is StrawberryShorty back with Otogirisou, and we're probably going to be skipping a lot of dialogue this playthrough until we get near the end. We'll see. So, Nami is awake, we're seeing her profile. She wants to know what's up. You say, A, heh, you're just so eye-catching I couldn't help myself. B, your cheeks are blush, Nami, you look drunk, that's why I looked over. Or C, well forget peeking then, I'll just have a nice long stare. Pick the middle one. Your cheeks are blush, Nami, you look drunk, that's why I looked over. What? No! Nami quickly grabbed a mirror to see for herself. Where is this supposed blush in my cheeks you were talking about? I guess I was wrong about that. It must be a sunburn then. Enough fooling around, Shorty. Focus on the road, okay? Hurry, before it starts raining. I'm more concerned about those rain clouds than a sunburn anyway. Nami looked out the window. Hey, Shorty. Well, there's the flowers. Let's see. Embellish, spooky, gory. We'll embellish. We picked that one already, so... I'm wondering if I should restart the emulator because the forest part looked a little choppy, but I'm not sure. We'll give her the short version again, like we did the first time. Yeah, I think I'll pause and restart just to be safe. I think it looks less choppy now. So telling the story, flower meanings, we don't know what this one means. We'll say you shouldn't be laughing at the flower about a flower meaning suicide. We're getting upset. Shouldn't be laughing at that. I got upset at her. Nami looked around, mystified. I don't remember seeing this sort of scenery before, Shorty. It was true. The scenery looked totally different compared to when we had driven past here earlier. Now it's back to look choppy again. I don't know, is it just me? It seems oddly sinister, like something out of the first scene in a horror movie. Hey, we didn't go down the wrong road, did we? Nami looked at me, unsure. A, we'll be fine, trust me. We'll manage somehow. B, the rain made it hard to see where we're going. C, hey, don't blame me, the road's the one that's wrong, not me. C, hey, don't blame me, the road's the one that's wrong, not me. Whoa, there's the chicken on a skewer part again. Almost crashed. Headlights with no car. Sorry for the weird sound. Balls of fire instead of cars. Stepped on the brake, brakes aren't working. So we can pick, my thoughts are simple, I'm gonna die. Suddenly I realize, man, I'm starving here. I regretted my teeth, telling myself always drive safely. I think we'll do man, I'm starving. Suddenly I realized, man, I'm starving here. Something flew right by as fast as the wind. Whoa, a pig! A hippo! Both of them were floating in the air. It seemed like there was a big fish there, too. What's happening? What is all of this? There was no way to explain it. It was just weird. Huh? We finally realized that what was happening. When exactly did the car stop? You're right. Beginning of the rain. Now that I think of it, it was pretty thick-headed of me not to notice. I kind of lost it with all the fuss about the pig and the hippo, though. We got out of the car. I'm going to try restarting it again just to be safe. Seems like it gets messed up every time the recording starts. There's a cedar tree. Oh, are those rhinoceroses? It looked like there were several of them hanging around the top of the cedar tree. What the frick? What is happening this playthrough? I was looking right at them, but I still didn't believe it. Then I said, hey, this is crazy. Tell me why rhinoceros this is happening. B, what do you call a rhinoceros before it rains? A dry-noceros. See, I feel so funky when I look at those monkeys. Oh, I guess those aren't monkeys. I guess that makes me a rhinoceros. This is so weird. I'm gonna pick A. Thankfully, the tree just ended itself, so it didn't have to listen to our bad jokes. Oh, Nami, run! Tree got split in half. One half of it smashed right down on my car. Oh, shoot, I didn't put it down. We did that part. Nami is beautiful. Talking about steak. We'll say split the bill. Right, treat? Did we say... I think we said it would be split the bill before. Here to be my treat. At that moment, Nami shouted. Look, Hyperiousums! Is this the same as before, too? Yeah. I noticed that the card ran over some Hyperioums. Oh, it's true. The card ran over a whole row of Hyperioums. Almost looks like they formed a path leading us here. I started to get excited. Hey, I'm not scared. Let's go. I let Nami walk in front of me. B, let's do this. I started skipping happily along. C, to the woods we go. I figured I should take Nami's hand and lead her along. B, let's do this. I started skipping happily along. At that moment, I could see something red glowing in the darkness. Oh, is that the fire of a mystical fox? Or was it the mystical fox again? No, it's an actual fire. Nami screamed. Look, that huge mansion over there is on fire. That usually doesn't happen to the end of the game. No, we haven't seen this image before. For us, the forest had drawn like a curtain around the old mansion we'd stumbled across. It wasn't on fire, of course. There wasn't even any smoke. Oh, the mansion's burning. What are you talking about, Nami? The fire, of course. People might die in there. Nami, I can see you too, Shorty. I see you and me dying in there, surrounded by flames. So that's it. Nami's getting a glimpse of the future, huh? Nami stood there, not moving. I don't want to go in there. I thought about what I should do next. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to make this stop doing this. Hey, I bared my chest to Nami and said, the only thing on fire here is my heart. B, fires and fights are the flowers of Edo, I said as I jump into the skies above the 808 neighborhoods of Oedo. C, I'm the fireman, I shouted as I ran. We're going to pick C. I'm the fireman, I shouted as I ran. Your voice is trembling, Shorty. I was just adding a little vibrato to it. We don't have to do it if you don't want to. Let's turn back. That's exactly what I wanted to do, but I didn't want her to think of me as less of a man. We're gonna run in. Now shut up and follow my lead. My voice trembled again. We ran. Nami ran like a wild goat, falling about 5 meters behind me, which is about 15 feet, by the time I reached the front gate. Let's go inside. And then, A, I thought I'd enter without any hesitation so Nami wouldn't be scared. B, I felt lost about whether or not we should actually go inside. C, I had a bad feeling about what might happen, but I was also afraid of the lightning. I guess I'll say A. Keep up the act. I thought I'd enter without any hesitation so Nami wouldn't be scared. I easily pushed open the heavy-looking doors of the gate, which gleamed black and wet from the rain. They put up no resistance. Excuse us, we're coming inside. We politely bowed before taking the first step beyond the gates. The whole garden was filled with Hyperioums in bloom. While they're growing our Hyperioums, at that moment, something raced by. Oh, it's a cat. Oh, a cat? Man, it scared me. It's a black cat. The black cat turned back to face us. Its body began to swell with light, and it turned green. Well, green compared to this we've seen before. Green cat left. You say, our eyes must be tired. Trick of the light. Whoever painted that cat is a horrible person, but the cat must have eaten 100 bell peppers. D. That cat must have eaten 100 bell peppers. You think? The lightning showed no signs of letting up. Hopefully whatever is going on with the laggy stuff will stop once we actually get in the mansion. An earthquake. Earthquakes, lightning. What's next? So apparently the recording just stopped and I didn't notice it right away. I don't know what the frick happened. I guess it crashed. But it thankfully crashed after we got past the part we'd already seen, for the most part, the stuff with the fire and all that. But the only thing we missed is that in front of the door I chose to say the be polite option, but it was really just us knocking. We broke the window with the flashlight. Nami reached her hand and unlocked it. That was pretty much the only new thing. I think this is just the general looking around the front of the house. The main entrance. Nothing has actually happened yet. We haven't got any more choices. The formerly stagnant water swirled around and rocked, and something that clearly wasn't mud or moss peeked up from behind the glass. Whoa. Hey, did you see what that was? A. I can only wonder. Curious. I stepped closer to the glass. B. Keep away from it. I grabbed Nami's hand and pulled her away from the tank as I stepped back. C. I looked all around the aquarium, trying to figure out what sort of creature it was. I'll say A. I can only wonder. Curious. I stepped closer to the glass. There, in the murky water, I saw something white slide along the glass wall. Oh, I saw something shining in there. Scales? Wait, is it a fish? Do fish even get that big? Sure they do. I focused my eyes on the glass. Something flipped up out of the water. Did you see how big Akihiko got? Watch out, Shorty! Whoa! It was a knife! The fish is a knife! It flew out of the murky water and slammed down at both of our feet. Fortunately, we were both okay, but I was dumbstruck by what had just happened. How did that happen? Nami looked pretty pale there, too. I could hear a sound coming from somewhere. What was that? It was on the second floor. Nami's senses were really sharp in an emergency situation, apparently. Someone else has got to be here, Nami said. Are you so sure? They didn't respond when we called out to them, though. Nami looked at the stairs leading up to the second floor. I don't think we're the only ones in this house. Why's that? We're being watched. Huh? It feels like somebody's watching us. I was creeped out at first, but then I came back to my senses. It's because of that suit of armor. It seemed like it was looking at us. Suddenly I was at a loss for words. Suit of armor. It's gone, of course. I think we fast forward here. Somebody carried away. We were distracted. There it is. The sound on the second floor. Let's go. Upstairs. Wooden armors feel cold. As I climbed up, I figured whoever moved the suit of armor had to be on the second floor. I told myself that it must have been some sort of mistake when I saw the armor earlier. I felt like the stairs would continue going up forever. C? Did we say C? Going up the stairs, I saw that the hallway veered to both the left and right. From what I could see, there weren't many doors lining the hall, so it gave me some idea of how big the rooms were. It's familiar. Over. Open a crack. It's dark. No reply. Nami didn't shut the door, but it is shut. We head further in. Diary on the table. Nami stops us. That's when I concentrated my eyes on the darkness, took a deep breath and looked at the ceiling, held onto Nami's hand tightly. I checked the wall, looking for the light switch, and at that moment, a flash of lightning lit up the room. What? Nami, there's an old woman in here. I breathed a sigh of relief. She was an old lady with gray hair, sitting on the other side of the bed, facing us. She must be asleep. Still, something about her seemed strange. I've got a bad feeling about this. I was afraid. Let's turn the lights on. I flipped the switch on the wall. Oh? The old woman had vanished. The only thing where she'd been sitting was a large mirror. Was that just a reflection? We looked at the other side of the room. Arg! I was so scared I couldn't even stand. I'm a mummy. The old woman was a mummy. I don't know why you said she vanished. The mummy in the wheelchair was headed straight for us. And then, A, I felt like the mummy was screaming. B, I felt like the mummy was crying. C, I thought the mummy had come over to greet us. Crying. We ran away, confused. Oh, huh? A cat. We stopped and tried to listen for it. You're right. But the cat's meow and the steps that came after it happened at the same time. Doesn't sound like any cat I'd like to meet. We hurried down the stairs. Oh, there's a cat. A statue of a beckoning cat had been left on the staircase. A beckoning cat. I think that means one of those lucky cat statues. Meow. It wasn't on the stairs earlier. It must have been put there to welcome us as a joke. Struck the statue and broke it? That's horrible. Why'd you break it? I thought it might be a bank. Unfortunately, there wasn't a single coin inside. I guess we're back to square one then. But at least this means somebody's here, right? Oh, they're here. How else would there be disappearing suits of armor and laughing mummies along with that empty cat bank? Huh? Did the mummy laugh? Yeah, in my imagination. But we really need to have it sent to the police. What Nami said was typical of her. She was raised on the straight and narrow. We can't just leave the mummy's body sitting here like that. And at that moment, as if the mansion had gotten angry at us, the lights went out. Oh, the power's out. It was pitch black. Do you think it's some sort of ghost cat? Don't say such a weird thing when things are already weird enough. Okay then, it was just a cat wearing flip-flops. Those kind of sound like flip-flops. But I could hear it coming from over there and over here too. In that case, there was one cat that isn't wearing flip-flops and one set of flip-flops that isn't wearing a cat. The two sets of sounds stopped at the exact same time. Whoa! I clung to Nami. Why did I cling to Nami? A, ever since I was a kid, I've been afraid of clocks with pendulums. B, I like the dark and all, but I'm afraid of the darkness. C, I wanted to clarify my doubts. C, I guess. I wanted to clarify my doubts. Should I leave my flashlight somewhere? It's on the sofa. Let's go get it. Just watch your step, okay? We held hands as we moved through the darkness. If the lights were on, we'd look pretty stupid right now, wouldn't we? We probably would. Even though I was alone with Nami in the dark, the creepy situation we were in kept me from getting turned on at all. If anything, it was making me feel frustrated. Nami, let's go to the beach next month. You can wear a bikini. Oh, we've seen this line already. Protagonist is being dumb. Found the flashlight. Won't turn on. Creepy footsteps are coming closer. Got the flashlight on. Nothing's there, though. Something weird's going on. Are we being pranked? We're gonna go look for the mummy again. Barely audible sound. Black cat with a belt tied to it. Nami picks it up. Nami's taking the cat with us. I had no intention of petting the cat. I tried to pet the cat too. I tried to pet Nami instead. I'll just do nothing. I had no intention of petting the cat. The second floor was pitch black. Seems like there could be a demon lying in wait for us here, doesn't it? Then the lights came on. Oh, thank goodness. Did somebody turn the lights on? Well, it beats being stuck in the dark, I guess. We can still hear the sound. This is the room. We're going in. Is that a glitch? Like, that we're still hearing the sound? Now we turned on the lights in the room. Oh, we stood there puzzled. The mummy's not here. It had vanished along with the wheelchair. The diary that it had on its lap was sitting on the round table this time. Let's see if we saw this again. 6 years ago. Black cat suddenly jumped on the table and knocked the diary down. Then it disappeared. Back is covered in blood. Hey, I thought if you're going to shed blood, at least donate it to a blood drive. I grabbed for Nami. Didn't wait for Yummy to reply. I just grabbed her by the hand and pulled her out. Didn't wait for her to reply and shoot for the door. I'm going to say blood drive. I thought, if you're going to shed blood, at least donate it to a blood drive. The mansion had gone ridiculously quiet. Hey, what are we going to do now? Well, we don't have any choice other than to stay here today. You're not afraid? So long as we stick together, Nami. That was the truth. Eager to spend the night with Nami, just a prank. Tough it out until morning. Oh, there's our personal robot. It's actually the suit of armor. I had already started running. I ran straight past Nami. Ran saying, you don't have to tell me twice, pick A. I had already started running as I tried to escape through the entrance hall. Bat! Something flew through the air at me. Ah! Bats! I looked down at my feet and saw it there. Why is it on the floor? A Bats brand umbrella. Man, is this somebody's idea of a joke? I opened the door. I could see a floating ball of fire, looking like it was dancing through the pitch-black night sky. Whoa! In a panic, I shut the door. It'd probably be a good idea to leave. And then the whole mansion started to shake. Seems like everything's a-okay somehow. Let's hurry up and find a safe room and a bed. Thought occurred to me. A, I really had to complain to whoever owned this place. B, whoever owns this place needs to simplify things. C, I needed to tell whoever owns this place about the floating fireball ghost. C. I showed that much to Nami. No, I'm scared. There's certainly been a lot to be creeped out by, but we haven't been directly harmed by any of it. And we're the ones who broke into this place, so we need to explain ourselves to whoever's here. You're right, but... Okay. Nami agreed with me, reluctantly. I headed to the back of the entrance hall. The hallway stretched to the left and right. Which way should we go? I asked. Hey, let's search on the right, where there are more doors. B, let's check on the left side. It has fewer doors. I think we didn't pick right last time. Let's search on the right, where there are more doors. We went down the corridor to the right. Hey, there are lots of doors here. How will we choose? We'll save the doors further down for later. Let's open the one of the doors that's closest to us. Which one? Which would you like, Nami? B, this way I can smell something strange. I'll say, this way I can smell something strange. I opened the door. Behind it was a room that was being used as a library. Or just a library. The rows of books were packed tight on the shelves, without any gaps between them. I see gaps down there. Sure are a lot of books here. I wonder if they've read them all. I passed my flashlight over the spines. Nearly all the books were of Western origin. There, a lamp oil can had fallen over in the corner of the room. This would explain the stench. The surrounding carpet was discolored, presumably due to the oil that must have spilled out of the can. Pretty dangerous, huh? Hey, let's just leave. It doesn't look like there's anything in here, after all. Nami tugged at my arm. You're right. We left the room. That was anticlimactic. After we walked from the hallway to the entrance hall, Nami spoke up. We looked through one door and we were out. There's a phone into the aquarium. Black dial-up phone. Nami's happy that we can call for help. Could anyone drive out here? Oh, the axe swoops down and cuts the cord. We lift the... Well, the axe just swooped down, didn't actually cut the cord yet. It might have. No one's under the helmet. Nami reveals the cord has been cut. Dialed a number, no one answered. Probably gonna ring. I heard it's ringing. Decided to pick up the phone, stared at it. So I looked into Nami's eyes. Nami picks it up, she turns pale. She says the mummy is laughing. I can't hear it. There's another sound from the second floor. I guess I'll stick with you to the end. That's what I said as I stood up. Nami and I looked at each other. See, I've had more than enough of this, Nami. I couldn't stop myself from complaining. I'll say B. Nami and I looked at each other. I could see tears welling up in Nami's eyes. It made me so angry. Enough of this. I know you're hiding somewhere, whoever you are. Stop it right now and show yourself. My voice echoed in vain throughout the hall. I'll find you. I'm going to hunt you down and find you. Just you wait. Wait, don't go by yourself, please. I ignored Nami's cry and raced up the stairs. Just abandoning the terrified girl. This is us just banging on the door. We go in. Is this the room with the coffin? Yeah, this is the room with the coffin. Revenge. That's what the flower means. Evil in the room. We leave away. Nami's upset we're going to keep looking for them. We think they're trying to hurt us. Very ordinary room, nothing there. And I think next would be the girls' room, was it? Oh, this is the mummy's room, nothing's there. Just a girls' room. Makes them relieved because they think someone's here. But we can't look in a girl's room when she's not around, apparently. Nami doesn't want to go in this door. And we can't go in it because it's locked, so we're going to leave. Probably. Nami is hungry, so we're going to go look for food. Hey, how do you even know if this is the kitchen, Nami? Nami, don't tell me to mute. Or C, it's hard to believe you were acting so frightened up until Nami. Until now, Nami. I'll pick C. I said it with an air of mystery in my voice, and Nami chuckled a little. Oh? Maybe it's because you got so angry and fired up that it got me to chill out. Nami quickly headed into the room. I wonder. I couldn't dwell on it any longer. I just headed into the room. Nami headed past the side of the big table, over to the area behind the counter. Hey, Nami. Nami turned around and faced me. They've got a refrigerator here. It looked like an old-fashioned fridge, white with rounded edges. Why doesn't everything have rounded edges? It had 2 doors, one on the top and one on the bottom. You think they've got something to eat? Your guess is as good as mine. Nami crouched down and opened the fridge's bottom door. Nothing's in the fridge, huh? It's totally cleaned out. Does anybody really live here? Well, I could settle for some ice cream at least. I opened the freezer door on the top. Maybe that was us who said that. Inside, I found a black cat, frozen solid. I slammed the door shut in a panic. What's the matter? You seem shaken up somehow. No, I'm fine. There wasn't anything in there either. You liar. You found something. Don't try to fool me. You're going to come here later and try to have it all to yourself, aren't you? Nami laughed, and then she stood up. Nah, there really wasn't anything in there. I stood in front of the refrigerator so she couldn't open it. Well, then let me see. No, because at that moment I could hear a scream from far away. What happened? You seem scared. Did you not hear that? Hear what? It sounded like a woman screaming. No, I didn't hear anything. Oh, you're just trying to change the topic. That trick won't work on me. I'm going to take a look around. I'll be right back. I headed to the exit. Wait, are you serious? I'm going to eat all of the ice cream myself then. Frozen worms for fishing is all that was in there. That sound like a good flavor of ice cream to you? I said that as I headed out into the hallway, and Nami came running to catch up with me. Hey, hand me your lighter for a second. Oh, this is where she has the candlestick. She's not sure we actually heard anything. Could it be a burglar? This is where we end up outside. Door that might be hiding experiments had been painted clumsily. Nami doesn't hear a voice. Yeah, it's from the greenhouse. Flame went out on the candlestick. Can't see much in the greenhouse besides the flowers. Hey, no one was in there after all, were they? We should go back to the mansion. Should we go inside the greenhouse too? I try to face the mansion. Let's pick no one was in there after all. We should go back to the mansion. It's true, yeah. That was pretty anticlimactic. And at that moment, that's where we see the door says Nami. Or is it not that moment? I mean, nothing's actually changed. Yeah, see, there we go. Took a little bit longer after Nami fell and got all muddy, but the door says Nami. Just a coincidence, totally. Nami is pale. We go back. Nami's freaked out. Found it's just someone who has the same name as her. We get her to go back in. Nami's all gloomy. Trying to get her to cheer up by taking a shower. Hey, alright, let's start by washing our hands, huh? I went over to the sink. You can wash your hands first. I let Nami go before me. I think this is the shower. Here, I open the door. See. I got hit with a blast of air. It felt cold. Wow, it's so spacious. Startled, I turned back and looked at Nami. The mirror had been painted red with blood. Nami, that's... Huh? Nami's face looked red, reflected in the bloody mirror. Definitely seen that part before. Mirror's back to normal. Shower's usable. Now we're just going to get washed up and get out. Had to let Nami go. So see, I was hoping Nami and I could go in together if possible. Thanks, you can leave now. Oh, it's fine. I'll stay right here for you. I'm about to take off my clothes. Right. All the more reason for me to stay and make sure you're okay. I choose my words in the most Machiavellian way. Listen, I'm not staying here because I want to gawk at you. People are most defenseless when they're naked. Whoever's been screwing with us here realizes that much too. It's really dangerous. I have to stay here to make sure you'll be okay. So you say, but the truth is, you just want to see me naked, right? Uh-huh. And then she kicked me right out. Bring over that bag with my change of clothes. Okay, she's got me whipped. I went back to the hall to pick up our bag. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. I started taking out and arranging Nami's change of clothes like a husband who'd grown used to this sort of thing. Shouldn't be touching her clothes. There's undergarments in there, but it was no good. Thought of handling her white underwear was too much for me. Flustered, I stuck everything back in the bag. At that moment, A, I kind of understood how underwear thieves felt. B, I felt jealous of the invisible man. C, I wondered what Nami was wearing right now. You know she's wearing nothing. I'll pick A. Kind of understood how underwear thieves felt. I brought you your change of clothes, I shouted. Thanks. Just leave it in front of the door there. I could hear Nami's voice in the shower from the bathroom. Dutifully, I brought the bag over. In my imagination, I peeked in at Nami, who was totally naked. Wow, I shouted out loud, snapping me out of the fantasy. Shorty? Yes? What did you just say? Is something wrong? It's nothing. I'm just doing those stretches people do along with the radio. I really was doing them, by the way. But it still didn't help me shake those images out of my head. Ah! Shorty! Nami suddenly screamed. What's wrong, Nami? I jumped to the action. The shower, Nami said in the shower room. I couldn't really see her because the room was thick with steam. The water suddenly got boiling hot. It's so hot I can't even get near it. Okay, I tried turning the shower faucet, but it didn't do anything. This should do for now, Nami. I tossed Nami a bath towel and let her out to the bathroom. Just wait right here. I'll go and check the boiler room. Oh, I'll go too, and I'll be right back. You still haven't got the paint off yet, right? Just lock the bathroom door and don't go anywhere. What paint? Aren't we trying to get mud off her? When Nami seemed worried, I left her and headed to the boiler room. Oh, we're getting options for once. A, I thought I could score some points with Nami if I could fix the boiler quickly enough. B, I had to fix it quickly because Nami stunk so bad back there. C, I was always fascinated by boilers. That's why I was in a rush to fix it. We'll pick C. Oh, we actually get new boiler dialogue? Heading down the stairs, I found the boiler room. There was a round boiler that seemed like it could start spitting out fire at any second. Turned the spigot this way and that. Seemed to calm the boiler down. Everything should be fine now. And the temperature was set really high. Suddenly worried about Nami. Vowed to never leave her again. Set my worries aside and ran as fast as I could. One day I'm going to be a boy inspector. I set aside my worries and ran as fast as I could. Nami! Nami had already finished changing her clothes and was combing her wet hair. Thanks, the water went back to normal. That's good. You found out what was the problem? Yeah, that boiler's not going to last much longer. Anyway, I'm going to take a shower. Okay, I'll be right outside. Be careful out there and don't go anywhere. If anything happens, come right in. Yes, sir. I had said that as a joke, but Nami nodded as if she was totally serious. Nami had been taking a shower in here until only just a moment ago. No, I had to open my eyes. I had to scrub myself clean, starting with my head. I could hear laughter behind me. Huh? I turned around, surprised. In the big tub behind me, 2 little girls had been playing. Oh, this is concerning. They suddenly stopped laughing and looked over at me. The 2 of them looked like they were about 4 or 5 years old. Are the 2 of you twins? The twin girls got into the water and ran away. We were just in a bathtub with twins. I feel like we should be addressing that. That was weird. Hey, huh? The top floor was totally dry. And the sliding door wouldn't open. At that moment, A, I got the chills. Were those twin girls ghosts? B, I looked around for another way out. C, I hesitated since I was totally naked, but then I cried out for help. A, I got chills. Were those twin girls ghosts? Nami! Open the door! I kept calling out for her, but she wouldn't respond. Suddenly, there was a storm in the shower room. I guess I should have checked the weather report before taking a shower. Not that anyone would ever expect a typhoon to strike them in the shower. Nami! Nami! I shouted at the top of my lungs. Oh, the suit of armor. And the suit of armor appeared out of nowhere. You're here? Where'd you come from? I ran from it naked, but it quickly chased me down to the other side of the wall. The sliding door wouldn't open. Nami wasn't coming to save me. Are we going to let it hit the glass and break it? I was in big trouble. The suit of armor came right up to me, and then it heaved its sword in the air. I only had one shot at this. It brought down its sword. I dodged the sword by a hair's breadth. The sliding glass door got shattered. I called it. I dove through the hole without missing a beat. We should have gotten injured again. Nami! I fumbled with my change of clothes and jumped out into the hallway. Nami wasn't there. A, I was worried that something might have happened to Nami. B, I was worried that Nami had left without me. C, I was worried that Nami might have felt cold after taking a hot shower. Like C. I returned to the entrance hall, but Nami wasn't there either. I could hear the sound of the wind. The way into the garden was open. I passed through the dining area into the terrace. Well, Nami's there, but it's probably not actually Nami. It's Naomi. Strong Nami told her not to leave. She's giggling. She's looking at something. What's she looking at? Girl having a sword fight with the armor. The girl's Nami. Armor disappears. Go to get the sword off of Nami. So I said to Nami, if you're going to do kendo, you better off using the Shinka-Geryu style. B, you need to learn the basics of sword fighting before you get in any fights. Or C, we're beginning your kendo practice today. Let's work on your battle press. We'll pick A. If you're going to do kendo, you're better off using the Shinka-Geryu style. Nami looked at me. I saw something in her eyes, almost like she was laughing. She seemed to have something in her right hand. And at that moment... Ugh, she thrust a knife into my stomach. Nami laughed out loud. Oh, I'm gonna die, and this is where she pranks us. Just a toy knife. She got it from the armor guy, who was totally awesome. They were having a sword fight. I was so jealous that it made me furious. That suit of armor is about as awesome as a bucket. B, you're gonna get what you deserve for this. Or C, what is he, sleeping it off over there now? Say A. Suit of armor is about as awesome as a bucket. I kicked something away. What? Suit of armor. Suit of armor stood itself up. I couldn't believe it. Nami, run. But something seemed off. I decided to stop running. I headed back and looked inside of the suit of armor. What are you doing, Shorty? Nami shouted from behind me, seemingly worried. Listen to this. This suit of armor's empty. Huh? Tapping on it produced a hollow sound. I mean, I feel like armor would sound like that no matter what, even if someone was inside it, but... What's going on here? I set Nami down on the sofa in the entrance hall and asked Nami what had happened. I remember taking a shower, but Nami was pushing up the sides of her head. I suddenly smelled something sweet in the air. I thought the shower water was just about the right temperature, and then I felt really nice. So her memory must start to get foggy there, huh? Let's get out of here, Nami, I said. The boiler's about to explode, too. And even if it doesn't, we'll just get killed by that suit of armor or the mummy instead. Yeah, I think you've got the right idea there. Okay, let's go. they're coming from over this way, too. And the suit of armor's over that way. We were surrounded by 3 different noises. Don't try to take them on. Let's move. Whoa, and on top of that, the phone started ringing all of a sudden. Where is it? Don't answer the phone. If you do, they'll get us. Shorty, I'm scared. Oh, darn. Run. We started running for our lives with wind blowing around us from nowhere in particular. I felt like if we turned around and looked behind us, this mansion would turn us into pillars of salt. This way, Nami shouted. No, this way. Why? I showed her the reason. A, I'm writing the rulebook here. B, it was my father's last request. C, I've got it all planned out. Father's last request. Coming back to the entrance hall, we found something strange. So, wow, this game does jump around a bit randomly. Nami and Naomi. Nami remembers. She's been here before. Fate must have led her here. She can set her back. I think we'll apologize this time for slapping her. Nami looks dead inside. She was a twin. Yeah, it's pretty much just us constantly talking her into sensing her. Oh, piano. Woman with the white dress is playing and she disappears. Wind not being reacted to. There was a man that mom was nice to. Little brother. Tokyo is where the real parents are. Born and raised here. Nami, you're an only child. I tried to calm her down. She's freaking out. She might kill us. We're playing in the garden. Everyone likes us. She doesn't know what to do. She wants us to run away alone. She'll stay. Mansion is cursed. We're a member of your family now. Nami came forward to hug me. A, I dodged out of the way without hesitation. B, I accepted the hug naturally. I clumsily hugged Nami. We're dodging. I dodged out of the way without hesitation. Nami started crying like a little girl. Don't be afraid, Nami. You've got nothing to fear. Yeah, thanks. Just get some rest. I'll stay here with you like this. Oh, something strange. What strange in what way? In my mouth. In your mouth? Felt like I wanted to bite you. Go right ahead, do whatever you want. She actually bites us. She's shocked. They're all monsters. She's a monster too. She runs away crying. We go after her. For Nami, I'd run right over in our hot plate, sit around a walk-in freezer eating nonstop, or go without breakfast for 3 hours without complaint. We'll do freezer. Since we looked at a freezer earlier, I'd sit around in a walk-in freezer eating shaved ice nonstop. That cut off so we could get startled by a bat. Something bumped into me. Oh, it was a bat. It zipped past my eyes and disappeared, but it kind of looked like a green cat. Shorty! I heard Nami scream. Nami! I ran after her. Which way? I ran like a hungry dog. I ran like a cat chasing after a fish. I ran like a raccoon, fussy about keeping clean. Well, we already picked C, I remember that. Cat chasing after a fish. I ran like a cat chasing after a fish. Nami, what happened? Nami's face was twisted with worry. Shorty, don't be surprised, okay? Forcing a smile, Nami handed me 2 small notebooks. These are the memory notebooks. Maternity notebooks. See, date of birth, we're twins. Why would this be here? Talk about a coincidence. Photographs with the 2 Namis. Trying to say she's been set up. She's saying they're her family. She's run off again. I was perfectly fine with Nami being a monster, actually. Time to meet the family, then, or this would be a good chance for me to propose to her. Propose! Nami, I caught up to her. No, don't come any closer. Nami was full on crying and screaming. Don't be ridiculous. I shook Nami by the shoulders. I love you, Nami. You know what? Don't you? Shorty. Nami jumped into my arms, and I gave her the biggest hug I could ever give. And then Nami stuck her teeth into me. Ow! My shoulder started throbbing with pain. Nami! Took all my strength to pull her off me. My blood dropped from her mouth and hit the floor. What's happening to you, Nami? She looked at me, confused. Without any hesitation, I said, If you want blood, I'll give you a bucket of the stuff. Just believe me. Trust me. No! Nami covered her eyes and ran away. Wait, Nami! I ran after her, and then I figured if I didn't have enough blood for her, I could try watering it down with tomato juice. B, I thought it might be okay giving 2 buckets. C, I wondered if my blood type was compatible with her. Tomato juice. Then I heard a sound from a direction I didn't expect to hear anything from. I headed toward the direction of the sound. Nami was there. Oh, hey, we have a different shower-looking thing. Nami was there swimming in an indoor pool, totally naked. New location. There's a shower head here for some reason. Something was beside her. Then I saw the scales gleaming on that huge monster fish. Naomi, that's your brother. Why are you swimming naked with him? It had to be about 2 meters tall if it was walking on its fin feet. That's almost 7 feet tall. That is pretty tall. Nami and the monster fish were swimming together playfully, diving under and rising back up from the water. Nami! I tried to go to her, but somebody grabbed my arm from behind me. When I looked back, I saw Nami. Nami? She was looking pale. So the one swimming with the monster fish was Nami? I led her away in a hurry. Or was that supposed to say it was Naomi? We have to run now. And then I said, hey, I'm going to force you to leave this place if I have to. B, this is all just a dream, Nami. This is a dream. This is all just a dream, Nami. Nami didn't turn to me, so I called out to her one more time. Once we reached the entrance hall, Nami stopped in her tracks. What's the matter? I'm thirsty. You want some water? That's not what I want. She wants blood. I saw Nami's gaze slide over to my neck. I want something different to drink. Wine? You want wine, Nami? At that moment, I noticed that Nami had something attached to her hip. It looked like some kind of fashion accessory. It was shaped like a loquat fruit. What's that you've got there? It was a shrunken head. I think there is one of the endings is like a something head ending, shriveled head ending or whatever. I picked it up over there. It seemed like it might be a good luck charm. You shouldn't wear that thing. It's creepy. I snatched it from her. This could be the source of the hex upon you. Maybe this thing started controlling you after you started wearing it. I took the shrunken head and, A, I gave it an all-out smackdown. B, I kicked the thing away as hard as I could. I'll say A. These both seem like bad choices, though. It made a weird sound. I heard that weird sound, too. I was like, what was that? Was that me? What's up with the shrunken head? I kicked it away as hard as I could. Nami flinched like she herself had been struck. Nami, don't say anything. I'm just about to remember everything clearly. Who's there? Come out and show yourself. I was up against an invisible enemy. Come out and fight me. Stop hiding in the shadows. Be a man. What if it's a woman? I yelled. Then I realized that the laugh I just heard was a woman's laugh, see? The wind blew into the room and lightning cracked. The whole mansion began to shake as if it was alive. This is insane. It finally hit me. Hold on a second, Nami. Huh? What? What's the matter? I'm pretty sure I can hear some kind of machine operating right now. The wind's not coming from outside. It's being blown in through a ventilation system. I have a feeling that the lightning and the sounds were all staged. I climbed onto a stepladder and took a peek into the vent. Suddenly, I got blown down by the wind. Shorty! I'm okay. I picked myself back up. Anyway, I saw it. Huh? Saw what? There was a powerful fan set up in the vent. It wasn't anything supernatural. The wind that was blowing in this house was happening because somebody rigged it to happen using a machine. And the lightning too? Yeah, probably. Over there. I checked the vent in the ceiling. How would you check that? Wouldn't that be high up? There was a low-frequency speaker set to play lightning sounds and an arc lamp there to produce lightning. How about that? Now everything's cleared up. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore, Nami. I'm going to get whoever's behind this whole prank. Oh. A ball of fire came flying in. It lit up Nami's pale face. But you're wrong. Nami's expression didn't change, and she spoke curtly. You're wrong, Shorty. Wrong about what? Nami started laughing like a madwoman. Nami. Hey, what's so funny? Balls of fire floated around as if they were teasing me. Darn, are you going to let yourself get fooled by these tricks for kids? I saw how fake the fire was, so A, I shouted and tried to grab the fire. B, I shouted and stamped the fire out. I'd say grab, they're floating around. How are we going to stamp on them? Suddenly, the fireplace flared up. The fireballs just vanished. Oh, that was a close one. I almost got grilled there. The one who pulled me from behind was Nami. Thanks, Nami. Nami's over that way. Naomi spoke in a cool voice, bringing her lips close to me and sinking her teeth into my neck. All right, we got 2 hot vampire chicks that are after us. She turned into a bat and vanished. Nami was gone too. Nami, where are you? I ran in the direction that Naomi had pointed me. You outside now? Nami. The wind was mowing down all of the hyperiorisms in the garden. Standing there in the wind, Nami had her back turned to me. Nami, I remembered. Nami spoke to me without turning around to look at me. My mom was a mummy. My dad was a suit of armor. Nami? What are you talking about?
My brother was a fish monster. My sister was a vampire, and she can transform into a bat. She drinks blood. I found the whole story hard to swallow. Do you not understand what I'm telling you?
Well, I'm trying to understand. Your mom turned into a mummy, and your dad is the one who's wearing that suit of armor, right?
Wrong. You've got it all wrong. Listen to me, Shorty, Nami said. My dad is a suit of armor. My mom is a mummy.
How exactly did they produce a child? Or two children?
My brother is a fish monster. My sister is a vampire that can turn into a bat.
What are you, Nami?
That's what they've always been ever since they were born.
Man, I bet the baby suit of armor was cute, though.
Do you hear me? That's the sort of family we are.
The wind blew, and my mind went totally blank. Abracabravlancia. 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 I closed my eyes and chanted a ridiculous incantation that I just made up 3 times. All right, I knew what to do now, deep in my heart. I love you, Nami. I opened my eyes. Nami wasn't there. And we're also inside, but we're just not going to acknowledge that. I heard different sounds from my right and left. They were the footsteps of the suit of armor and the monster fish. And the suit of armor was leaving. Where's Nami? A, naturally, I waited for her brother, the fish monster, to arrive. B, I did what I thought would let me meet with Nami. I guess B. If I hide in the shadows, it'll come for me. The footsteps faded away. Where was Nami? I thought about how confused she must be right now. She's seen so many illusions and she can't tell which of her memories are true or false, and it's making her lose touch with who she really is. I really have to see the movie that goes with this. If I can't save her, nobody can. Nami's on the 2nd floor. That could be anybody. What should I do? A, I thought I should just believe that what Nami was saying was the truth. B, I figured I needed to break through Nami's messed up delusions. Well, given how the other paths have gone, I'm just going to say A. I thought I should just believe that what Nami was saying was the truth. Nami, who was in the mummy's room, turned around to face me. Nami.
Shorty. It's all clear to me now.
Nami handed me an old diary.
This is my mom's diary. My mom, the mummy.
What's written in it?
What isn't? Everything is in there, and it's just about all that I expected. My family shares many bloodlines. We are descended from Count Dracula, and also Frankenstein's monster, European witches, and mummified Egyptian royalty. That blood runs in our veins.
Sounds like a pretty twisted family tree. And your point is?
To put it simply, we're a family of monsters. My dad is a suit of armor. My mother is a mummy. My brother has been a fish monster ever since he was born. But on the night of a full moon, he transforms into a werewolf.
That's a bit weird. I don't quite know what's going on here, but I'll remember not to get on his bad side. Did your mom not write about that pretty lady, too?
My sister Naomi is a vampire. She can transform into a bat and suck people's blood.
Seems like she got the good deal compared to everyone else. Nami said that like it was perfectly normal.
At night, when there's a guy she's particularly liked, she won't transform into a bat before she drinks his blood. She'll stay in her human form as she does, apparently.
But I interrupted. I mean, you can go ahead and say your dad's a suit of armor, but doesn't that sound strange to you at all?
If you take off the armor, there's nothing but air. In other words, he's an ethereal spirit.
That makes more sense than the armor.
An ethereal spirit? He melds with the air itself, so he keeps himself wrapped up in that suit of armor.
And what are you, Nami? I'm glad he finally asked.
I don't compare to them. I've been weak ever since I was born. That's why I went to an orphanage.
Aw, they sent you to an orphanage? That's sad. Nami's shoulders went slack.
But I was relieved.
Why?
Because the tone of the diary was cheerful. Dad, Mom, my sister, my brother. It seems like they've all been in good spirits.
Glad to hear it.
I'm sure you'll get along with them in no time too, Shorty.
Nami eyed my neck as she showed me her white teeth. Huh? Since when did Nami have such long canine teeth? Was she a vampire? Welcome! I was surprised to hear a sultry voice behind me. Yikes! I stumbled about 3 steps back. Naomi stood there in evening wear.
I apologize for this belated greeting.
Naomi took my hand.
I am Nami's sister, Naomi.
Yes. I stood up a little straighter, without thinking.
I'm honored, Naomi laughed. Well, what a good man you are. As she said this, she was staring at my shoulder. The sweet scent of my blood must have caught her attention.
Don't even think about it, Naomi.
Don't even think about it, Naomi, Nami chided her sister gently. This one's mine.
Yeah, you tell her, Nami.
Oh,
Naomi quickly drew back.
Later then.
There she goes. Bye, Naomi. I think I saw her starting to transform into a bat. So how does this go wrong? Because I feel like it's going to go wrong. The mansion gets destroyed in like every ending. The two of us were alone again. Nami was looking down.
Let me know if you don't like me anymore, okay?
Haha. What are you talking about, Nami? Why would I not like you anymore?
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Nami showed me her beautiful canine teeth again, and then her eyes moved to my neck. Suddenly the phone started ringing out of nowhere.
Yes, hello?
Nami had pulled the phone from a nearby wall like some kind of magic trick.
Yes, understood. I'll do it right away then.
At that moment, I saw something upsetting. A shrunken head had been set up as a decoration on a hidden shelf on the wall.
Let's go. They say they finished preparing something down below.
They've prepared something?
You're going to be introduced to the family. I'm sure everyone will like you.
Do you think what I'm wearing is appropriate for the occasion?
It's fine,
Nami laughed.
They're really only interested in you from the neck up.
She laughed mysteriously.
The face is
everything, huh?
I didn't mean it like that. My grandma, who happens to be a demon, always told me that what makes someone human stems from their neck.
Quite a family she's got. Yeah? Could you say the same about that shrunken head there?
Oh, you saw that?
Well, we're just leaving. Nami closed the hidden shelf.
This one's mine. It's a little embarrassing, though.
A little embarrassing, is it?
We all collect them. My dad has 99 of them.
Where do you buy such a thing anyway? Oh my. Something tells me they don't buy them. Nami laughed.
You can't be serious. Everybody has these, right?
Do they? I'm sure this sort of thing is only common in her family.
It's great. It sure beats collecting toy cars or stamps. I mean, just looking at these things is like reading about philosophy or some great literary work.
Nami didn't seem at all like the girl I knew. How long has she been like this?
Each head is unique and interesting in its own way.
She smiled, once again showing me her white canine teeth on the left and right.
We've got 99 of them here. They say that if you get 100 of them and bring them together, they'll start singing a song.
They're alive?
Yeah. My grandfather, who's passed away, said he'd heard the song 3 times before.
So we collected 300 heads? My butt started to feel itchy for some reason. What?
Better get going already.
Nami prodded me along.
Dad's eager to show you his collection of heads, apparently. He hasn't given me much of a choice. I'll have to hand you over to him.
Hand me over? What's that supposed to mean?
We really do have to hurry.
It all sounded ridiculous. I got the feeling Nami was just messing with me. Hey, okay, I thought. I should go and meet the family of the woman I love. V, forget this family. Just leave them, I said. We're going to meet the family.
I'm so happy.
Nami clung to my chest and my neck stung with pain. Ow.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what came over me. I just bit you without thinking.
She took her teeth out of my neck. I had no idea she had this sort of impulse, and what she was saying sounded strange to me. Anyway, I should go and meet with Nami's family. I don't care who they are, a suit of armor or a bucket, a mummy or a dried fish. Nami's family is my family. Nami picked up some sort of black attaché case.
Okay, let's go.
And then, A, I became very curious about Nami's canine teeth. B, I thought about what I could do for Nami, the girl I loved. B, I thought about what I could do for Nami, the girl I loved. You're too nice, Nami. Nami shed tears quietly.
I'm glad that you're concerned about me, at least.
She was trying to hide the tears in her voice.
Nami, I don't deserve your love. If I were in your position, I'd leave me. It's okay, Shorty. I would have done the same thing.
Nami was looking right at me.
Make up your mind then. Leave me or meet with my family.
The tables had turned. I understand, Nami. I'll meet with them. But only because I love you, Nami.
Thanks, Shorty.
A fiery soul popped out, but it didn't even surprise me anymore. No matter how many times you put out a fiery soul, it just keeps coming back, yeah?
Not a fan of fiery souls, are you?
Even at a time like this, our conversation felt really relaxed.
They say that if you see one fiery soul, there are 12 others hiding in the shadows.
Do they sell motels for fiery souls?
It seems some people know how to lure them in lately using high-frequency sound waves and pheromones.
Nami laughed after she said it.
You believed me, didn't you, Shorty? I'm so glad you believed me.
A big tear rolled down her cheek and hit the floor. It's no big deal. I don't care about what their family trees is or the bloodlines are or whatever. I'll do what I can to get on good terms with the people in this house.
That really helps. Nami seemed relieved. Ted's so excited to be able to hear that song for the first time. He said that it won't hurt at all for the one who will be joining in.
Oh boy, we're in trouble. What was that supposed to mean? I wasn't sure, but Nami looked happy, and that was all that mattered to me. There it was, the dining room. Oh, there's the soul still flying around. I took Nami's arm and headed in. Cherry blossoms were falling down from who knows where. Everyone was gathered there, the suit of armor, the mummy, the fish monster, and Naomi. Everybody was dressed formally, wearing either tuxedos or evening dresses. Hello and welcome, the suit of armor said. Its voice was surprisingly chipper. Let me introduce you to everyone, okay? Well, I think that's us.
Let me introduce you to everyone, okay? Nami turned to face me. My father, the suit of armor. My mother, the mummy. My brother, the fish monster, who's also a werewolf. And my sister Naomi, a vampire.
Man, look at Naomi there. That's a new graphic. But she never gets to appear in human form. Oh, you don't say.
Pleased to meet you. Ha ha ha. I sounded like such a moron. I couldn't help it.
There was some higher power at work, forcing me into some sort of dreadful conclusion. It's great to be here with you. I shook hands with everyone. How do we shake hands with the bat? I'm, just me. Without thinking, I had just given the stupidest self-introduction, yet still they each took me by the hand. It really is a pleasure to meet you indeed. Her dad, the suit of armor, firmly grasped my hand.
Thank you for taking such good care of Nami, the mummy said as she shook my hand.
I could see that many years of hardship had been etched onto her hands. Gaga! Her brother, the fish monster, had slimy hands that were gross to touch. Her sister Naomi was the last to shake my hand, and her hand was beautiful, so silky and smooth. You're already a member of our family, and we love you dearly. Naomi laughed, and I caught a glimpse of her canine teeth. She slipped in close to me and sunk her mouth into my shoulder, and there's that soul still rocking around. Arg! I screamed. Please don't suck my blood. She totally took a bite out of my shoulder. Now, let's not cause a scene here. Her dad laughed, rattling his suit of armor. We don't want to spoil the mood.
That's right, Naomi. You don't want to spoil your appetite.
Her mom, the mummy, said teasingly, and everyone started laughing.
Oh, I'm sorry. He just seems so delicious.
I could see my blood dripping from Naomi's canine teeth as she laughed. That's when I realized. They were too pointed to be canine teeth. They looked like actual fangs. Yeah, she's a bat and a vampire. Like, what part of this did you not understand?
I can't believe you and I were born from the same egg. It's embarrassing. You could get all of the blood you wanted later, you know.
When Nami laughed, I could see she had the same kind of canine teeth as Naomi. It was strange. How did they suddenly become so sharp? Does that even happen? I guess it wouldn't be strange if Naomi had inherited Dracula's bloodline, but the same couldn't be said of Nami, right? Twins! My gosh, something's wrong with him. Then I gulped and took another look at Nami. Born from the same egg, so they have the exact same genes, which means he's real slow on the uptake. Nami bit him like 3 times. Ha ha ha. Well, come on now. Her dad, the suit of armor, spoke in a metallic voice. I would like to show our guests here our collection, if I may.
I second that notion.
Her mother, the mummy, spoke in a very refined way as she pulled out her own black attaché case.
And the rest of you too now.
The suit of armor, Naomi, and Nami also pulled out their black attaché cases. The fish monster just stood there drooling, with its tongue slurping around.
Are you ready, Shorty?
They were all smiling at me. What? What's going to happen?
Don't worry.
Just relax. Nami stepped up and opened her black attaché case.
We'll start with mine, since I have the fewest.
Oh, her shrunken heads were arranged neatly in the case, looking like ping-pong balls.
38,
Nami said as if she should be embarrassed. The fish monster laughed. Wah!
I'm next.
Naomi opened up her own attaché case.
48.
Ha 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 ha. Not that many. Not that many at all. The suit of armor laughed as if he got a kick out of it.
But you've both tried your best, as have I, to collect as many as possible.
Her mother, the mummy, opened her own case. 83. A trail of drool spilled out of the fish monster's mouth. Wahaha. Oh, I think we found a backlog option. All right, Shorty, now it's my turn. The suit of armor opened his huge attaché case. It seemed like he wanted to brag. 99. Then something happened that I never would have expected. The 99 perfectly arranged shrunken heads looked at me and started to sing. Whoa, the remaining 38, 48, and 83 heads joined in, humming along. The fish monster laughed raucously as it started clapping. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen.
The shrunken heads are so happy now,
Naomi said as she eyed the top of my shoulder hungrily. What are they so happy about?
Oh, Nami didn't tell you?
Naomi showed me her beautiful fangs as she laughed.
You've already become Nami's groom.
Her groom?
Don't get too excited there. In our family, the grooms get given to the father.
This is getting real kinky over here. The grooms?
Yes.
Get given to the father?
Yes. That's why the shrunken heads are so happy.
I had no idea what she was talking about. Naomi continued.
It's strange how excited they get when 99 shrunken heads welcome their 100th friend. They always sing their celebratory chorus.
My blood froze. Their 100th friend? Am I going to become one of these shrunken heads?
Oh, no. Don't let it freeze your blood like that,
Naomi warned me.
You'll be given to Dad from the neck up. My brother will happily eat your flesh, and Mom will grind up your bones to make her calcium supplements.
The suit of armor and the mummy laughed as drool spilled out of the fish monster's mouth. Whoa, I shouted. I don't think I need to stay at this party any longer. I said, hey, let me tell you one last thing, Nami. B, take my hand, Nami. Take my hand, Nami. That's what I told her. There was no turning back. Come on, I pulled Nami along and fled. We just left.
Wait, Nami stopped in her tracks. I'm not going. If you're going to go, then you're going alone.
Nami?
Because Nami was crying. They're my family. Say whatever you want, but they really are my family.
Like, I can accept it, but they were going to kill me, so.
Would you sit back and let them kill a person just because they're your family?
She clearly has.
Oh, don't bully me about this. I don't have anywhere else to go.
You have a home back in Tokyo. The area grew dark and the mansion shook. That fireball is still there. After the shaking stopped, I found myself unable to move for a while. I took some time to think, and then I said what was on my mind. Okay, Nami, I've made up my mind. I'm going with you.
Shorty.
Nami looked at me in disbelief. Her eyes still wet with tears, she said,
Thanks.
I quietly took Nami's hand, and we returned to the family, who were waiting for us there in the dining room. Is this going to be another joke thing? They greeted us with applause. I'm impressed that you came back. Oh, I'm impressed that you came back, Naomi said. Lie down on the wooden plank on the table there in front of everyone. I did as I was instructed, and then I said, Hey, Nami, when will I get to see you again? I thought I might as well set up our next date. B, looks like the meat's back on the chopping block. I tried to laugh it off. A.
I'm sorry, Shorty, Nami said. You don't have to apologize to him, Naomi told her. He's going to be of use to all of us this way, so why apologize? His shrunken head will be added to Dad's collection. His blood will make a fine drink for the both of us, and his meat will go to our brother. He does like it served rare, after all.
The fish monster excitedly howled. Ganga! The fireball is still there. I don't think it's supposed to be.
And I will grind up whatever bones are left behind and add them to my tea.
Her mother, the mummy, punctuated her statement with a dignified-sounding laugh. I see. I knew where this was going. Well then, shall we begin? Her father, the suit of armor, said that while cheerfully unsheathing his sword. Is this gonna hurt? Oh, it may sting, but only a little. You'll mostly feel a spray of blood from your neck. I've heard that the spraying actually feels pleasant, according to what the heads have told me. He sounds cheerful enough because he's not talking about his own experience with it.
The blood that sprays out then is quite bitter. It makes me feel tipsy.
Naomi already seemed like she was getting high. The fish monster, seeing what was about to happen, seemed to be chomping at the bit too. Nami was the only one who was really quiet. Don't you realize what you're doing to your daughter? I asked them a question. How do you make my head that small after you chop it off? Oh, that's something of a secret. The suit of armor seemed to be in a good mood, so he brought over a bundle of bottles and popped them out for me to see. You're a polite young man, so I'll tell you. This is actually a secret concoction that's been passed down in our family for generations. He took the lid off the bottle and showed me what was inside. It was a green, sticky liquid. I'll cover your head with this liquid once it's severed, and it'll shrink in an instant. That's all there is to it. He pointed me once again to his prized collection of shrunken heads. Wow, you could make a ton of money selling something like that, huh? I complimented him, trying to buy myself some more time. Oh, I have no intention of selling it. The suit of armor gave a hollow laugh. It is a family secret, after all. It's kind of making me think back to the whole flower story. If the secret got out, heads would rule, including mine. I mean that literally. This sword can act on its own after all. Wahaha. I feel like I've heard a similar story somewhere before. Can I ask what it's made out of? The flowers. Sure. It's got a few things in it, but the main ingredient may surprise you. It's the flowers. Is it Hypericums? Suit of green armor, the mummy, Naomi, and the fish monster all looked at me, totally stunned. I just kind of had a feeling that's what it was. Not that it matters anymore. I looked at Nami and she looked back at me. We know the secret! No, yeah, you all have to die. Are we going to get this over with then? I'm tired of waiting. I thought we were buying time. Oh, sorry. Sorry. The suit of armor reacted bashfully. Oh, by the way, before your head's chopped off, do you have any final requests by any chance? Yes, if that's okay, I said. I want Nami to be the one who chops my head off. Oh, is that all? The suit of armor seemed receptive to the idea. Step forth, Nami. Take the sword. Nami took the sword from him. There, on the wooden plank, I looked up and saw Nami lift the sword up over me.
Shorty, are you really okay with this?
Yeah. If you're not gonna run, Nami, I won't either. Nami seemed to be holding back tears. Nami, I said, after I become a shrunken head, be sure to take me out and look at me every so often, okay?
Don't say that to me, Shorty,
Nami said quietly. I was a fool. I don't want blood.
I don't want to cut off your head.
Suit of Armor's voice thundered like a cracked bell. Hey, Nami, what are you waiting for? If you don't hurry up and do it, I'll do it myself. Nami whispered something to me.
Ask him one more time if the main ingredient is Hypericums.
Huh?
Ask everyone here to make sure that it's true. Hurry!
I did exactly what she asked me to do. By the way, sir, just to be sure, the main ingredient in that concoction is Hypericums, isn't it? Yes, it is. The suit of armor, the mummy, the fish monster, and Naomi all nodded in agreement. And in the very next instant, the sword began to gleam. Nami let go of the sword. It began to float in the air. Ah! The sword raced through the air. 4 heads flew up. The heads of the suit of armor, the mummy, the fish monster, and Naomi all happened to land together in the concoction.
Oh, their heads?
A puff of white smoke rose up into the air. 4 of them had been changed into shrunken heads.
What happened?
They revealed this. What happened?
They revealed the secret ingredient. This sword was enchanted to make sure that anybody who reveals the family secret is killed.
The sword began to shine even brighter.
Shorty, run!
Nami screamed. White soul still there.
After the sword kills a member of this family, it releases heat. The heat will burn down this mansion.
That's a bit extreme.
It's going to explode. Hurry, run!
Okay, let's go.
It's all over for me. I'm going to stay behind.
Nami gently let go of my hand. What? What for?
I can't go back. I'm a vampire, a member of the Dracula family.
I don't care. You're coming with me, Nami. Nami started crying.
I hunger for blood, Shorty. And not just yours. Whenever I'm around any human being, I can't help but want to suck their blood.
Well, you've been doing fine so far. I can fix you, Nami.
You can't, Shorty.
She shook her head sorrowfully. Oh, the soul vanished. It got destroyed by the graphics of the fire. I looked back to see the sword ignite and become covered in flames.
My dad, mom, sister, and brother are all here. I'm going to stay with them.
I mean, technically you could grab their heads and take them with us.
Now go, Shorty.
Don't be stupid. Come on. Flames were starting to leap up from the sword. The mansion was beginning to burn.
The sword's gonna explode.
The sword's gonna explode. Let's get out of here. I was getting angry. Hey, Nami, don't insult me. B, if you don't run, Nami, and I'm gonna burn to death here with you. B. The whole area was a sea of fire.
Shorty.
Nami. I hugged Nami. If we're gonna die together. It was hot. I didn't mind dying so long as I could be with Nami, but I did wish I had some burn cream on me at least.
Don't die, Shorty. You need to run.
The same goes for you, Nami.
Don't be stupid.
Nami wept and held my hand. Holding her hand tightly, I said, Hey, this way, go! I had Nami take the lead. B, I love you, Nami. Now come on. I pulled on her arm and ran for it. B. Don't separate. Running out, I saw that the fire in the main mansion had reached all the way up to the sky. It was only a matter of time before the boiler would explode. The earthquake told me that much. We're gonna get swallowed up. Run! Going over time again, but we're too close to the end. I don't know how far we ran before Nami and I looked behind us. The destruction of the mansion and the explosion took place at the same time. The building was rocked by explosion after explosion. Mom. Nami was barely able to speak. Her cheeks were wet with tears. I wrapped an arm around Nami's shoulder. What about the rest of the family? Unless we go for another prank ending. This would be an impressive prank.
Oh.
Nami shouted.
It's Mom and the others.
Countless flickers of light jumped up from the flames and scattered through the night sky, rising into the darkness and shining with the stars.
They're turning into stars.
Nami's mom and all of the others had become stars. Right above our heads now hovered so much sorrow and so much joy. Is that an ending? Cleared another ending! So what did you all think of this ending? I thought this one was a little weird. Not as good as some of the other ones. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. And I don't think we're going to get anything new. It'll probably just be the same old thing. But just in case, you never know. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!